We all are trying to fight corruption, fraud, and all these kind of internet fraud. It is hurting everyone. Now, Abu Trica said we see, you know. Yentie in Sembia course with Angel FM. Mami be not so me. And I want you to listen to this lady very well.
Media se ebase enyo obi a woti internet so ebum krofo ewo wo mo bank account mu o Ghana ha ne ade a eya na me ya nipa boni nipa wom my stand abi before Ghana fo ye yi wo mo group mu o mo wu ye bra na ye che wo mo nkoa otene mam wonka wo bia onyo obi abone onte obi asase ote ono ankasa ni krom na obi free ni krom aba ba chene sa wo mehwa wo a wo nnuru ni party bia mu ntimi du ko mi krom ma wakwa kodi pa na ye che wo adanjian mu a ye do be kwa akɔhye adan a ye hwese ye pa mo ho ɔden sebi kwasiafo mo mpa mo krom ye weak omo po mo ho ye den a de ade omo be fa mu ni nyina chi no on betimi anya ahoden survive na chaso kokoduo ne de kokogina ahudifo mu so won no a owa ahode obetimi adɔ ye de ne kokogina sa ye ya bridge na bibini mu nchi gina mo kon so na mo fa mo ta nkosoro a enya atwede onipa egina ni nua kon ho na ode mota ma we na we ye gina na adwiri cream we besu kon so no wu ye nya ho compensation wi eno mu nya du ngyina we 8 million nipa ba ko pen kwankran nka yesan enti ma ete sande ana sebi se otegana ha no obokro no de afan de opa bibi akokotoko yenye na boro enti ana nka no ha adwe na menuanom we se sika ne basa ya moda mo na on se moye na ebom mamo a eya mo diskane se mboto mu enye yi on ana we no de kwa bank enye nya bank na mko yife when a basa no a na se wasu mansion yes mansion a make I say some time ago about make us a year or so and na me hu say ajagraja di krachi hu dance ye se mansion a wasi edi asi suedro no sabre na nanado na president o se nanado fie wasi any impo Jubilee house na ya bankasi atena ye kura no ento krachi no compound ne mansion ni na wo hwei ni pool eso television hotel pool kakra dagwa hwe ne cyber truck we fia krachi na sia wotim 31 years oye adwuma bai ana inheritance obviously we started ye niama we na na ma nipa ni ba wo ho we started to puna kase a watamfo animu no na atamfo na omo hwe no enwe omo nyina na omo ani ewu but na atamfo na omo hwe no ebi nso fa wo ho adwen na we mpo de otira anya ye watamfo abrofo asi abecho abusia sampo nam kwan papa so na se wonya bibia ti hu kakra bi kire de aka no fasi.
This is quite disturbing, you know. Very disturbing for us to allow this to go on our radio stations. And you, it is not right. Mami asomo can the crack is saying. The crack is say slave trade be cause maybe into or they are not justify so obiti krum ha na obubronia to her. She believes to say it is right. Jesus Christ. Really? Mr. Timmy Show, make a say, as I speak now, none of the people who have been picked by a FBI no obi enu court abeka say or guilty. So I'm not going to sit here and sound to say all the guys who have been arrested by the FBI, they are guilty of any crime. No, until they go to court, they all make their cases, prosecution make their case, defendants make their case at the end of the day. So Mudifwa, we will all see. But this is prime time radio. Abran TB, we SS. Ote Abu Trica Semno, the Yamushino. Nigerian say, Obeso ye be is a fraud. As we speak, all that we are talking about is Abu Trica fraud speculations, because nobody has been able to bring one evidence until the case is done. Obian to make us be a fraudster. So for me, as a journalist, I will not refer to Abu Trica and Omaya Chom some fraudsters. No. The FBI believes that they have evidence to prove some fraudsters. Until they prove it, we will all say they are suspects now. Now, young fan say, Yatisa almost some fraudsters. Abranti baby SS. Now, Julian say, this is a shortcut, Mati. Me who be say, Mamin Koyebi. But what is your chick? Ubia or a suspect in that kind of a juma die. Sa Brantiano, the emotional. Right now, he's torn between Minkoebi and Ama Minkoebi. Na Sa Brantiano aso radio na otie Mami we. Na Mami we catch a Brantiano say, Yen nanom Abrofo besisa omo koye, eko yusu omo. Inti Abrofo de yeka. Enti se obi ebubroni a oti ne kurom a time na yesesa ye nananom kono ono nka ho. None of us no obi antiase time na yesi ye nananom ye slaves na obi enu ohu bi. Ama obi ti radio so ka say obeto history bi say ye nananom bi. Omo ko abrofo kurom abrofo besesa omo koye omo yakayaka de enti. It is right for Sa Brantie bi epese ofa internet so ye nyoma bi a enya or ho kwan se oso ye. O you say Sa Brantie na we SS na opese or go into this bad behavior and I say what where do you think this young man obegin inspiration free? Sa mama we or the hundreds and hundreds of young people she has pushed them into illegality. And we need to be careful what we say on radio. We need to be very careful. Sa statement ya mami we ye no. Ama akrebi na ope reason e dia ye bibia enye. We nya reason. And the obusan sa de ntina opese okoye sa fraud ya say now ye nananom ye be form say slaves. Intime so me wia broni. This is the kind of inspiration we are using our radio to spread. So what Ghana crack can say obi a defraud wo momo transaction 3,000 Ghana 2,000. Do you know how people feel? Ghana pokeke when somebody defrauds you of 200 Ghana, 1,000 Ghana. Some people be to be femu. We are talking about people's life savings. Sani pana sebio yes a suspect be gini sikano. Time ana slave trade koso na sani pano oni ho. Miracle na mini ho. Why should that person why ye juma na ebi ono akọ pension or na akoma pasom ne man uma akora bi advice say so we wia sa nipa na it is okay because sa nipa na nana eye wo nana bibia bra you don't even have evidence to it. This slave trade thing, we all came to meet the story. There are evidence there's a slave trade happening here. But do you know the details? And some of us sometimes ask questions and say, as much as Yenanan will be so far these things, didn't we allow ourselves for this to happen? Because we have seen other places where these mercenaries went there and those people defended their islands and their countries and they had to return. Maybe Yenanan ain't that courage or that wisdom to do that. Maybe Yenanan were easily enticed about what they saw. Maybe they were enticed about the white skin. So there are so many things that came together for us to fall prey, for us to become, or we being at the receiving end. But that does not mean, say, Mami penny better not TV so. It's so tough to get $1 in the United States. Just $1. It is not a joke. Your Nippon Pim over 90 to 100 million people in America. Omu physical $10,000 cash da. Omu be that. Physical $10,000. Omu be that. In their life since a war. It is not a joke. So for you to make this an inspiration, or sending this message out to young people, say, Obi be doing an abro, you're trying compensation, or you have the right. You are not even supposed to say whether it's your opinion or not your opinion. This is not a message to send because you don't know who is listening to you. You have no idea who is listening to you, who is desperate, who wants to make a decision. So we always want a reason to commit a crime. So person would do bonny. So who's this chimpena? Now person from Pinichia. You sit and ask yourself, dear na reason ben na minya dear this no. Every human being, before you take a move or make a move or commit a crime, you ask yourself, you need a reason to commit a crime. Send a beya, it will make you not to feel guilty in your head. So we don't have to use our platforms to give them a reason to go into things they are not supposed to go into. It's in the first place, we are not supposed to do this. We are not supposed to even create that impression. We are not even supposed to start such a conversation. Then she jumps to Adana munye skana na mu show off. Ehona uhune level of ignorance. Then she jumps to Emrante munye sika na mu show off. Let me tell you. When the American government is investigating you in Ghana for fraud or whatever, they don't fucking care about what you have in Ghana. When the FBI is coming after you, after they gather their evidence, they say, Obiti abruchiri. Kwame Amwako ejinipani sika unlawfully. When the FBI sits to analyze the case and they mention a name of a suspect, they are not talking about what the suspect owns in Ghana. They don't care. Their focus is to cut off the blood where the idea, where it germinated from. How to stop it. It is not what you have. You can be a fraudster in Ghana and live like the most poorest person. The Americans don't care. It is the brain that you used in amassing that wealth. Whatever you do with the wealth is your problem. So what did my do? So I took out 500. Let me tell you for a fact, the FBI that came to Ghana to pick those boys who are suspects, they never cared about what they have. They don't care. They want to stop the crime. Because the person who started the crime or does the crime is here. If you're able to stop the person, those things, it will not matter again. Into more say, and a boy see, and a motocar, and I then show off. Let me tell you, you can decide to do people in different countries around the world and decide to live in a madhouse. When they want to pick you up, they don't care about where you live. You can be seen as the most wretched guy on the street of Ghana. They will pick you up. You can come and hide all the money and pretend to say, they will pick you. They don't care. You can also be driving the most expensive car in the world. They will pick you. We just need to let the young people understand. Don't get yourself involved. Eh? The little I know about Americans. So if you allow the American government to spend a dime on you, and I'm talking about investigating you, because so spending 2 hours at a meeting for or the 30 minutes effort plane, not all is because of you. Say almost share a meeting several days, and at the end of the day, pay people for their time because of you. The taxpayers' money, they need to make sure it does not go to waste. And let me tell you, it is not what you have. It is not how wretched you are. When they get to know you have committed a crime and they have enough evidence, they will come pick you up.